潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
各位聽眾，歡迎你再次嚟到我哋嘅節目《潮玩飛鏢》。我係你嘅主持 Robert， 同我一齊嘅就係有邦邦，我哋嘅占士邦飛鏢導師。今晚我哋請嚟一位美國嘅飛鏢超級嘅巨星啊！佢而家就住喺香港嘅好奇怪。咁我哋問下佢點解啦？佢個名就叫做 Ethan Velchik。亦都係有個花名叫 Moxie 我唔知點解一陣間都要問一問阿邦邦或者我哋嘉賓咩原因嘅。Okay, and welcome everybody to our show, All About Darts. I'm your host Robert, and with me is
this is Bong Faldas.
Oh, there you go. There's Bong and our darts mentor and good accomplished darts player. And tonight we have a special guest, Ethan Moxie Velchik. He is originally from New York and now living in Hong Kong at this moment. So that's a very strange situation, maybe. And maybe we'll find out more about him in the next few minutes. Okay, Bong, you have...
Good evening, Ethan.
Good evening. Thank you for having me.
Will you please introduce yourself to our listeners, please?
My name is Ethan Moxie Velchik, currently residing in Hong Kong. Grew up in the Chicagoland area, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Been playing darts for about roughly 19 years now.
We are very much interested in how you pick up your first darts, and you said you never put it down. Can you explain to our radio listeners how did it happen?
Completely by mistake, honest. My best friend, his parents were getting married, and after the wedding reception, we went to a pub, and there was a few people playing darts, and my best friend's father, who had gotten married, asked me if I wanted to play a game of darts with him, and he put a set of darts in my hand that night, and that's pretty much the end of it. I never put them down. That was the first time I've ever played, and I probably played every day for like 6 years without even thinking about it. Honestly, I loved every second of it. I love the challenge.
Well, that's a very interesting story, and maybe we continue a little bit and tell us why you are in Hong Kong at this moment and how long.
I've been in Hong Kong now for about 14 months. I'll be married for 4 years now to my beautiful wife Amanda, and about 2 years ago my wife interviewed for a job overseas in Hong Kong, and then about a year later or so the Hong Kong Board of Education contacted her and offered her a job at a university here in Hong Kong, and we decided to pack up our things in the Chicagoland area to move to Hong Kong and go on a big adventure and try life somewhere else. And we have, and we've been loving every second of it since we've been here. And it didn't hurt that darts is pretty big here in Hong Kong as well, so obviously that helped me out a bit. I kind of feel like I'm reborn again, if that makes any sense. It's gotten me excited about the game again after playing for 19 years. You know, kind of go up and down a little bit and kind of lose your energy sometimes, and there's a lot of young players here who will keep you on your toes and give you a good challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah, I myself came from Hong Kong when I was 12, and my whole family immigrated to Canada, and I have been here ever since. So, you know, I haven't been... Well, actually, I was back once in 1978, but a lot has changed. But I've been kept in touch. You know, the internet brings everything together, and I've been watching the city and reading its news, and, you know, I'm almost... it's almost like I never left. So... let's get to the other side of the audience for a second. This is a bilingual program. 咁我哋訪問呢位嘉賓呢，就已經有佢已經玩咗飛鏢有19年啦。原本佢就喺呢個紐約出世嘅，咁佢長大呢就喺芝加哥。咁佢有一個好有趣嘅故事，點樣開始玩飛鏢嘅呢？原來有一次佢個死黨嘅爸爸父母啊結婚啊，我唔知邊一位啦嚇。咁就佢哋結完婚之後，嗰個展禮之後，佢哋去咗一間酒吧嗰度就開始玩飛鏢。佢拎起支飛鏢之後呢，就愛不釋手，由嗰個時候開始就一直玩咗飛鏢19年啦。咁佢之前我點解喺香港呢？因為佢14個月已經喺香港14個月啦。佢太太同佢4年前結婚嘅，咁2年前就開始咗一個應徵去香港做教師。咁其中一間大學嗰度請咗佢嘅，咁於是佢而家就喺香港嗰度居住，而佢亦都好熱愛呢個香港嘅生活。咁我亦都同佢提到當我好年少嘅時候，12歲嘅時候就全家移民嚟咗加拿大啦。咁我亦都係只係翻過一次香港嘅1978年嘅時候。咁但係我一直都有喺香港嘅聯繫啊，關注消息，呢個互聯網令到將個距離拉近，咁所以我亦都係好關注，亦都好認識到香港而家嘅現況嘅。And now back to Bong.
Before you moved to Hong Kong, Ethan, what is your job in Chicago?
I was a medical service technician in the Chicagoland area. I set up medical equipment for home care use and serviced medical equipment in hospitals.
Oh, that's good.
I did that for about, I would say, almost 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And so how does that affect your traveling to tournaments? And at that point, I mean, you got a full-time job, so it makes it difficult, right?
Yeah. Early on, it affected a lot. But with the type of job that I was working, it's one of those jobs that's around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I was able to work on a different type of schedule after a couple of years in getting some seniority within the company, and I was able to dictate my schedule a little bit. And so it started to work out in my favor after about 2 or 3 years. So I was able to travel a little bit easier at that time. But, for like the last 7 or 8 years of me working, before I stopped working in 2009, 2010, I was pretty much working Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday mornings. And then I pretty much had Thursday night off, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and had to be back on Monday afternoon for work. So that made it much easier for me to travel around the U.S., Canada, England, wherever it may have you be, to play in tournaments.
So you are a professional? You consider a professional right now? You got sponsors, and when did that happen?
I will consider I've never considered myself a true 100% professional. I don't get paid to play darts. I just love to play, and I have a lot of success at it. I currently don't have a sponsor, and I pretty much really haven't had sponsors. I've had a couple of people who helped me out in darts throughout the last 15 or so years. Ken Abbott at Big River Darts, and Ken McCowan at 9 Dart Out, and one of my best friends, Manuel Learson. They pretty much helped me pursue any kind of dream that I had, anything involving in darts. If I wanted to go to a tournament and I needed a little extra cash or something like that, they were right there, and they stepped up to the plate and helped me get to those events and to help me pursue the dream of trying to become a professional dart player and playing on the big stage in England on the PDC tour.
Well, that's nice to have those friends. I wish I have those friends, and give me money and support whenever I need it to pursue the hobby. Okay, well, we are almost coming up to the end of the first segment, so maybe we would hold our thoughts and I'll go through with the translation for a little bit, and when we come back in the second segment, we will continue with the English side of the interview with you, okay? 各位，
Okay.
我哋啱同呢位嘉賓講到佢嘅職業啦，佢就係一個醫療技工嚟嘅，醫療服務技工嚟嘅，咁即係去人哋啲屋企咧就裝一啲醫療設備啊，或者去一啲醫院嗰度做嘅。咁最初嘅時候係即係差唔多佢都係24小時都要候教嗰隻，咁即係變咗佢對佢嘅飛鏢生涯係一個好大影響力。咁到咗後期，佢當然有少少嘅資歷啦。就由嗰時候開始，佢就開始有一啲固定嘅時間可以放出嚟，等佢自己去參加呢啲飛鏢比賽。佢亦都有一啲朋友好熱心咁樣，向佢需要現款啊或者支持嘅時候，幫佢去完成佢去參加比賽嘅心願嘅。咁即係變咗個禮拜一至禮拜四，佢朝頭早就做嘢，咁到咗禮拜四晏晝佢就開始有一個時間，去到禮拜日晚上都可以出去比賽。咁當然佢而家亦都唔係一個職業嘅標手，因為佢而家都係冇一個人去贊助佢喺呢一刻中。咁但係佢覺得佢而家去到呢個位都要多謝佢嘅朋友，俾咗一個咁好嘅機會佢。咁好啦，我哋講到呢度呢，我哋嘅時間第一節嘅時間就差唔多啦。我哋翻嚟嘅時候再同大家繼續呢個訪問。
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet Sugar Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名。享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
歡迎各位又翻到我哋潮玩飛鏢嘅節目，我係你主持 Robert， 同我一齊就係邦邦啦，我哋嘅飛鏢占士邦導師。今日嘅嘉賓就係 Ethan Velchik， 咁佢係一個美國人喺香港居住暫時，咁我哋會繼續我哋嘅訪問嘅。And welcome back to the second segment of our show, and all about darts. I'm your host, Robert, and with me is Bong, James Bond of Darts, and our mentor here. And our guest today is Ethan Velchik, and we're now continuing our interview with Bong. Bong.
Ethan, you had been playing darts, steel tip and electronic darts. How do you compare steel tip as your wife and electronic as mistress?
Well, I've been playing steel tip for a pretty long time. It's the first thing I ever started playing with steel tip. It took me about 5 or 6 years to actually pick up a soft tip dart, and it was definitely a rude awakening, I could say. I thought I would be really, really good at soft tip, but it didn't work out that way, even though the segments were bigger and 50-point bullseye. I come to find out that everybody's just as good when you're at the top level in the soft tip, to where if you took those same players and put them over into steel tip, they didn't nearly have the same consistency So I had a true romance with steel tip, basically, and I just had a real deep love for it, and it just reminded me of how I felt about my wife, realistically. And when I went to play soft tip, it felt like it was like a girlfriend of mine, more or less, because I felt like I was cheating on steel tip with soft tip. So that's how I kind of make the relation between my wife and a mistress kind of deal. I feel like I'm cheating on my wife with this steel tip when I'm playing soft tip, and when I'm playing soft tip, you know, my wife is still steel tip. At the end of the day, I still end up back with her.
So it's kind of like making an adjustment too, right? When you go from one to the next, I mean, you can't possibly treat the two the same when you are dealing with it. Is there any adjustments that you make in terms of the weight of the darts and the stands and the throwing motion? Anything you discover that's different?
Well, early on, I did have that big problem because my steel tip darts were 25 gram darts, and soft tip is 18 gram, and I was having a big. That's where my main problem was, is making that adjustment between the weights. You know, if I played 2 or 3 steel tip tournaments in a row, and then there was one soft tip tournament, it took me a while to adjust. And after a couple of years, I decided to start cutting the weight off of my steel tip darts from 25 gram down to 24 to 23 to 22. So eventually now, I throw with an 18 gram dart for steel tip and soft tip. So there's no difference whatsoever. I throw the same exact dart. I've thrown the same exact dart now for about 9 years, I say, maybe 10. So there's zero transition for me now with the dart-wise. I throw the same dart, same flight, same shaft. The only thing that's different is the point, from soft tip to a steel tip point. And I have the same stroke pretty much for everything. I just stand about half an inch to an inch different than I normally do from steel tip to soft tip. So I don't feel the difference when I'm actually throwing the dart itself.
Well, that's very smart move, because once you switch to the same weight, then there's minimal or no adjustments hardly, and it's easier on both sides, you know.
Yeah.
And
sure.
yeah, and then you don't have to wear a different hat and say different things to the mistress. It's all the same language. That's very good.
It's all the same language, but they both look a little different, though.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, the one put you a little bit at ease, the mistress, that is, because now you don't have to keep counting very diligently, right? You have to work a little harder with the wife, which is the.
You play with a little bit more confidence and cockiness in electronics than you do in steel tip. In steel tip, you seem to be a little bit more focused, and you pay attention to more detail, and you kind of slow things down a lot.
Well,
when you're playing steel tip compared to soft tip.
Yeah, I never looked at that metaphor before, but now that you mention it, I gotta really think about this one for myself. Of course, I don't have mistress. OK， 各位，我哋啱講到阿邦邦問我呢位嘉賓究竟玩普通嘅飛鏢鐵嘅尖同埋塑膠尖嘅分別咧？佢話就如一個太太同埋一個小三嘅分別，即係女友嘅分別。咁佢話最初佢嘅經驗就係玩呢個25克嘅，就係佢嘅正常嘅玩法，用鐵頭嘅。咁但係當佢開始玩呢個軟頭嘅時候，佢就係玩緊18個 gram， 咁係一個好大嘅 difference， 18克。咁逐漸經過咁多年之後呢，佢將佢嗰個正常嘅玩鐵頭嘅鐵尖嘅，亦都改為18個 gram， 亦都係18克。咁於是佢而家就冇分別啦，即係可以遊走向兩方面都冇乜嘢特別需要去調教佢嘅手勢啊，佢嘅企位啊嘅盡量減少咗。咁亦都係 當然佢講到玩呢個正常嘅飛鏢嘅時候，佢係因為係一個比較慢一啲嘅步驟啊，因為要計下分啊，做嘅嘢。咁當然玩電子嘅時候係一個快嘅步驟，係唔需要咁着意去計分嘅。OK， Bob?
When was your first singles event? When? And how long in years to take it?
About 4 months playing darts. I won my first field tip event, which was the brass singles at the Windy City Cup in Chicago. About 3-4 months of playing darts, I won the brass singles, and about a year and a half later, I won my first, I guess you would say, open tournament where all professionals could play in it and so forth. I won the 501 singles in Ohio at the Buckeye Open. So first time I won was 3 months after playing darts. I've won after that. I won doubles events and triples events at tournaments, but I didn't win a singles, an open singles or professional singles. I'm not sure how you would categorize it. I will just call it an open singles where professionals could play in the tournament itself. And about a year later after that, I won 501 singles at the Buckeye Open.
Can you recall the World Series of Darts qualifier in 2006?
Yeah, absolutely. It was in. I almost didn't go, believe it or not. I got off of work early on that Friday in Chicago, and somehow I found myself driving to the airport and walking into the airport, and I bought a one-way plane ticket to Virginia. I called my friend, got up, and told him I was flying in for the qualifier in Virginia, and he's like, "All right, I'll pick you up at the airport." And he picked me up at the airport. We practiced that night, had some dinner, woke up that morning, signed up for the event. Had a very scary first match. I thought I was going to lose right away. It would have been all over. But I was able to get past my first match. I was down 3-0 and came back to win 4-3. And then all the way to the semifinals, I didn't lose a leg. And then the semifinals was when I lost another leg. I lost one leg and won that 4-1. And then in the finals, I believe I won 4-2 to qualify for the World Series.
Was that your trip to England, UK, and Europe with that win?
No, actually, the first World Series of Darts was actually in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun Hotel and Casino. That's not. I was already traveling to England for 6 or 7 years before that. My first time I went to England was in 2001, actually. Oh. And I probably went about 10 times that year to play darts in tournaments in England.
What were those because you qualified from US and they sent you over to play in England in 2001?
Oh no. I was on the I was a BDC member, which allowed me. I had the right to play in any of the BDC tournaments, open tournaments, and then you're able to earn your ranking,
right?
Get inside the top 32 or something along those lines to get into the television events or qualify. But I played the regular tour events as every other dart BDC player. I played every other weekend with Bill Taylor, John Part, Adrian Lewis, you name it, Colin Lloyd, Kevin Painter, all the way down the line, Raymond Van Barneveld, Michael Van Gerwen, Yella Clausen. Saw them every other weekend virtually for about 9 years or so. Played weekend and week out with them.
But you have to pay your own way.
That's where I wanted to be and where I wanted to play on that level. So I did whatever it took. Didn't matter. No sleep. Worked extra hours. It didn't matter.
Yeah, and
I did whatever it took.
And you paid for all those tickets, right? Air tickets.
I paid for. I paid for everything. Absolutely.
Yeah, because over here, and some of the people we interview, they get paid to go over to play, and of course, as you explained, it's a little different. You just really want to play there. You don't want to be waiting for that big win to give you the free ticket. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was waiting for anything. I was a PDC member. I had the opportunity to play, and so I went and played. I laid it all on the line. I paid for the majority of my things. There were a couple of people that helped me if I needed it, and I thank them very much. Tim Abbott at Big River Darts, Manuel Larson, and Ken McCowan at 9 Dart Out. They kind of lived through me vicariously, honestly. They knew I was pursuing it, and I wanted to do my best, and that was pretty much it.
Okay, hold that thought.
It was all me.
Yeah, hold that thought, because we're running out to the end of our segment, so we'll continue this in our third segment. Okay? We'll hold that.
Okay.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet to Card Special.
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633。華語電台着數多，一卡在手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
我哋又翻到嚟潮玩飛鏢呢個第3節嗰度啦。咁我哋上一次嘅訪問第2節都仲未向大家翻譯講清楚我哋嘅呢位貴賓嘅心思同意見。咁我哋會繼續嘅。咁當初我哋講到嘅就係話佢參加咗呢個4個月之後，佢就開始玩飛鏢之後，已經贏咗第一個飛鏢嘅比賽。咁1年半之後呢，佢就正式贏咗一啲公開嘅比賽，就響呢個 Ohio 嗰度。咁到阿邦亦都問到佢2006年去呢個參加咗佢參加咗響維珍尼亞州嘅一個比賽啦。咁亦都係一個好大嘅比賽，亦都贏咗。咁佢其實喺2001年嘅時候，因為佢係已經係參加咗一個組織 BDC 咧，佢係可以去英國嗰度參加比賽。咁佢係自費咗6-7年，自己俾咗嘅錢去同世界級嘅冠軍去較量嘅。咁我哋喺呢一節嗰度亦都會問到佢呢個比較嘅。And we're now back to the third segment of our program and continue with our host today, Ethan Belchek, and we will be continue to interview him about all his adventures and other interesting information. So here I'll give this over to Bob.
Ethan, you had been playing in the PDC for the past 9 years, and you had been playing in North America, and now you are in Asia. Can you compare all these players from European players to Asian players and North American dart players?
Sure, I can. On a skill set level, I would say the European players, the British players, are definitely top of the hill for sure when it comes to skill set. North American players, I would categorize them as like number 2. I would call them as, I would say, college players. And then I would view the rest of the world, honestly, when it comes to skill set in high school, kind of would be the best way to kind of put it when it comes to levels, of breaking down the levels between the British top players that are North American players to the Asian players in skill set. But when it comes to electronic darts, I do believe that the Asia players are definitely ahead of the curve. There's no question about that. They've played it a lot longer and they're used to it, and also playing in tournaments with large fields of 900 to 2,000 or 3,000 players and so forth. So I definitely see Asia players far better in electronics than the rest of the world. So they would be the top tier as professionals, and I would go the North American players in college, and then the European players in high school when it comes to electronic darts. So it's completely the opposite. That's kind of the best way I could explain it when it comes to darts, because steel tip and soft tip are very, very different. Yes, they are the game of darts, but the skill level and focus level, I think, is a little bit different.
There are some players who are playing both soft tip and electronic darts, and they're good at it. One example is Paul Lim of Singapore, and the other one is Stephen Bunting of England. I know you have met all these players in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, Paul. I know Paul. Yes, and I know Stephen as well. I actually happened to just play him in a steel tip event a couple weeks ago here in Hong Kong, actually.
Paul Lim started with steel tip darts, and he got a perfect game in televised game in England. And now it's coming different opposite direction. Stephen Bunting used to play steel tip darts in England, but he went to Asia. He earned to play at the PDC because he won soft tip darts in Asia. Did you know that?
Yeah, Stephen Bunting won a couple of stages here in Asia, but he was a professional steel tip player. Even though he was coming here to Asia playing, he played in the BDO and was the BDO world champion as well. Before moving over into the PDC, while he was playing in Asia, he was kind of going back and forth, playing in both of the events. And Paul Lim, yes, Paul Lim's steel tip player from the beginning, and I would give Paul Lim almost all the credit for pioneering electronic darts in Asia. Honestly, he put electronic darts on the map. He brought it to a lot of different places, and a lot of people looked up to him and trusted everything that he was about and what he was doing and what he's done. It's absolutely tremendous what he's done in the game itself, and for the amount of time and being able to stay as good as he is today as he was 25, 30 years ago. So it's a bit of a phenomenon, honestly. It's pretty hard to do that and to be able to travel a lot and still be able to perform at a high level like that.
So what do you think is needed for North American players to get better at electronic darts and improve? Is it a matter of time, or does it need more machines, or does it need more interest to get more people get into playing electronic darts in North America?
Well, North America is so big. That's probably the biggest problem, to try to get everybody together at once to play in a tournament. With it being so big, if you just think about Asia, if you think about Hong Kong and Taiwan and Japan and Singapore and Malaysia, Korea, pretty small areas and very dense, and a lot of talent in such a small area. And you take North America, so big, over 500, 600 million people in North America, probably even more than that, honestly. I think like 380 million for the U.S. But the distances that people have to travel, the talent pool is so far spread. Yes, you would need more machines, correct, but it's so much harder to get everybody at the same place at the same time to play a tournament in the U.S. because it's just too big. There's just not enough time and money and everything else that makes people want to commit to it.
Okay, let me just update our audience on the other side for a second. 各位我哋啱講到呢個問題就係我哋問我哋呢位飛鏢手佢究竟 覺得以佢咁嘅經驗，覺得究竟如果佢要比較歐洲、英國、美國、加拿大即係北美啦，同埋其他世界各國嘅鐵頭嘅飛鏢嘅時候，有乜嘢嘅比較呢？作出有個決定性嘅比較呢？佢話呢啲歐洲嘅英國嘅選手，佢哋就係一個好職業化嘅。咁如果佢話要睇下美洲嘅選手呢，佢覺得好似係喺運動之中嘅一個大學嘅大專嘅比賽嘅級數。咁其他嗰啲人就好似直情好似響呢個中學咁嘅級數啊。咁反之然呢，如果講到呢啲電子飛鏢或者係遠投飛鏢嘅時候呢，亞洲方面呢就係領先喎，因為佢哋有長時間去集中去玩啦，地方又細啦，咁於是佢哋呢就會係一個組群呢，係會領先響呢個遠投同埋電子飛鏢嗰度。至於北美洲呢，就跟住第二啊，最後先至反而輪到呢個歐洲，因為覺得佢哋嘅仲未補給啦，咁有一個問題喺度。咁因為亞洲嘅時候通常有900啊、2000至3000個人去參加比賽，地方咁細，去馬來亞、台灣啊、香港啊，咁隨時都可以舉行一啲比賽。咁呢個亦都係一個點解北美洲唔會有咁大嘅成效嘅理由。咁佢亦都識得呢個 Paul Lim 啊，呢個 Stephen Bunting 啊，咁啊 Paul Lim 大家都知係一個響馬來嘅新加坡嘅選手啦。咁Stephen Bunting 就係一個英國嘅選手，佢哋兩個都係可以由轉介咗由鐵頭嘅飛鏢去到轉接到去膠頭嘅飛鏢，一樣係咁掂㗎。呢兩位都係一個，尤其是 Paul Lim 推動更加係有個成果。A very short question. We only got about a couple of minutes for this segment.
Sure. Isn't somebody is your hero? Can you explain it to us? How did she inspired you?
Well, there's two people in darts that I've looked up to from day one. John Part is one of them, and Dennis Ovens was another. John Part, obviously from Canada, traveled a whole lot and put it all on the line, and I admired that. I admired his demeanor. I admired his hunger, his drive, the way he just kept fighting all the time, no matter what, and always striving to be better. And I watched him for many years, whether it was on TV or in North America, where we were in Las Vegas or Boston, New York, didn't matter, anywhere in the U.S., or even in Canada at the Golden Harvest Tournament in Saskatchewan. It was second to none, and just to know that he was able to win. He won the BDO Embassy Championships and he won the PDC World Championships twice. That an outsider was able to do it, because honestly, if you think about it, if you look at all of the PDC and the BDO events, most of the players that won the events out there are pretty much all European based. And it was almost like a private club for all the European players, realistically. And you were from somewhere else outside of Europe. You had to be pretty special to to be able to compete and actually win, and have to give a lot of sacrifice. And he definitely sacrificed. There's no question about that. But
okay, we need to interrupt. Sorry, we need to interrupt for a second as our segment is now closing. So we will get back to this very shortly after this.
華語電台着數多，
一卡在手冇錯過。
Canadian Chinese Radio Jet Sugar Special。
飛鏢運動除強身健體之餘，仲可訓練頭腦，又可認識新朋友。由 Multicultural Dart Association 主辦嘅飛鏢訓練班現已接受報名，享譽國際嘅 Peter Scott 同飛鏢占士邦親自教導，5堂課程包用具，只需50蚊。報名及查詢電話416-496-9633。
Learn to play darts with Peter Scott and James Bong Faldas at Multicultural Darts Association. 5 sessions, equipment included, only $50. Please call 416-496-9633 for further details.
一早卡申請及查詢電話416-496-9633，華語電台着數播，一級製手冇錯過。
潮玩飛鏢 All About Darts。
歡迎各位翻到我哋今晚最後一個 segment 嘅最後一個環節，就係繼續我哋訪問呢位喺香港居住嘅美國嘅標手Ethan Veltic。OK， 咁我哋啱講到佢最上一次講到佢最有即係最崇拜嘅其中一個人就係加拿大選手叫 John Potts 啊。咁亦都係講到呢個選手點樣好標炳咁樣贏咗好多比賽嘅。And welcome back to the final segment about All About Darts program. Tonight we will continue our final interview with Ethan Veltic. And I'll let Bond do the questioning on this segment. Okay?
Okay.
Ethan, how did they call you Moxie?
Oh man, that's a good one. Probably about 10 or so years ago, somebody said to me I had good moxie. I had a good presence about me, and a lot of people were able to feed off my energy when I was playing, and so it made me a little bit relevant during the time, and it kind of stuck to me at that point in time with my dart team that I was on. In Chicago, feeling froggy, where I had a whole bunch of average players on the team with me on it, but when they were with me, they felt superior or playing with me. So I was able to elevate their game to another level, and they've always just kind of said like, well, he's got good moxie, and it kind of stayed with me since then.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the moxie came from.
Actually, what's the word meaning actually?
Yeah, it's what it means to be have a good aura.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And have a good effect on people.
Okay.
And help people elevate, bring themselves to another level.
Okay, another question, Bon. Okay, I will ask instead. Okay, so Ethan, very quickly, can you tell us what advice you have for young players who are upcoming as far as getting into the darts playing?
Well, as a beginning player, I always say, always try to have a good time and enjoy yourself, and try not to take yourself too seriously. As you progress in the game itself and everything, you find yourself getting better. Find out who your local players are, who are the top players in your area, and see if you could actually sit down with them and have a talk with them, and maybe have them help you out a little bit strategy-wise in learning your numbers, because that'll be the main difference from the beginning player to the middle level player to an upper level player, is actually knowing your numbers, your subtraction of numbers and strategy and cricket games and stuff like that. Because you'll be surprised how many players that are actually pretty good but don't know their numbers and no strategy, and they want to know why they're losing. They don't know why they're losing.
Okay, and the other thing, of course, is maybe since you're in Hong Kong, very quickly give us a scene in Hong Kong. A lot of players got connection here and listeners, and they may even go back to Hong Kong and stay for a little while. So, is it easy to join the leagues? There are a lot of leagues. Where do one start if you are in Hong Kong?
Yeah, there's you have the Hong Kong Dart Association for Steel Tip. You have Darts Live for Super League, and Phoenix. Perfect, yeah, for sure. It was next to no problem to get involved with any of the leagues here. And there are a couple other leagues that I'm not aware of, but people always ask me to play on a different night, and it has nothing to do with any of the organizations that I had just mentioned. But there's probably no problem at all to find anything kart related in Hong Kong. If you want to play, there's a place to play, and there's a spot for you somewhere at whatever level it is that you're at. That's for sure.
Actually, we interviewed once a person who has a magazine over there, so in Chinese and English. And I'm sure anybody go to the pub anywhere, they will probably lead them into the right place. So let's keep our audience up to date before we say goodbye to you. OK， 我哋而家問到我哋嘅嘉賓佢有咩可以話俾我哋啲新手聽可以有進步嘅呢？咁佢話最主要都係虛心學習啦。問一啲前輩嗰啲究竟計分嘅策略啦，係咪最緊要？你如果計分嘅策略好嘅時候，你一定可以玩到好嘅飛鏢。咁仲有佢個花名叫 Moxie 啊，佢覺得就係因為以前嗰啲隊友覺得佢有一個好嘅大熱啊，咁所以就改咗呢個名，即係話佢有啲好似一啲好似啲咩呢？好似啲 energy 啊，好似有啲動力可以供應到俾自己嘅隊友嘅。咁至於香港嘅玩飛鏢嘅地方有幾多呢？咁原來有好多嘅，咁亦都係你只需要輕輕去一啲酒吧啊嗰度問下，咁就可以參加。佢哋有啲好多會所啊地方啊，可以參加去進行你嘅飛鏢活動嘅。咁或者對於我哋一啲聽眾翻香港啊，或者係有香港嘅聯繫嘅，亦都有個好嘅資料嘅存在嘅。都好似有一部雜誌啊，我哋以前訪問過。And at this point, I think we need to say goodbye to our guest today, Bong. He's been supplying us with a lot of information. We get to know a whole lot about Ethan, and we're looking forward to hearing from him again in future.
Thank you very much, Ethan.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to connect on the phone here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say goodbye to our guest today, and thank him. 我哋向我哋嘅嘉賓講再見，向大家。OK， 咁繼續落嚟就係有我哋呢個活動嘅節目。OK， thank you。跟住落嚟又係我哋呢個飛鏢活動嘅時間啦。我哋要介紹一下嚟緊嘅呢幾個禮拜有咩飛鏢活動比賽。咁又係邦邦同我哋解釋嘅時間。It's now time for our activities, and Bon will give us up today on that.
This is your darts update. This is Bong Faldas. On Sunday, October 18, Daphne Daly Memorial Mixed Dart Tournament. 2 men and 2 women for a team. Registration starts at 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. Play starts exactly at 11. $60 per team. Doubles to follow if time permits for $20 for doubles. The venue is at Pickering Legion Brand 606, number 1555 Bailey Street, Pickering, Ontario. Darts players support fellow darters. Donations go to Cancer Society.
跟住嚟緊嘅禮拜日應該係講嚟緊將來就係10月18號有 Daphne Daly 嘅紀念 Mixed Dart Tournament， 就係有混合嘅2男2女一隊。咁開始註冊咧就係10點至到10點45，開始比賽就係11點朝頭早，60蚊一隊。咁如果有時間嘅話咧，仲會有雙打嘅。咁呢個咧就係20蚊一位。咁喺邊度舉行咧？就係喺呢個 Pickering Legion 個 Branch 60615 Bailey Street Pickering Ontario， 即係呢度附近啫。咁就係咁所有嘅收入咧都會捐去呢個防癌協會嘅。
Puppy Fund Doubles Dart Tournament on Saturday, October 31. Open doubles, round robin format. Registration time 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Start time 11:30. $30 per team. 50% payback, 50% puppy fun. Let's support this event. Lest we forget, at Sutton Legion, 21 East Street, Sutton West, Ontario.
咁嚟緊響10月31號禮拜六咧，亦都有一個 Puppy Fun， 即係呢個係Puppy 啊，即係呢個係紀念啲軍人嘅基金會啊，佢嘅 Double Dart Tournament， 咁係呢個係做雙打嘅，咁佢嘅登記時間10點至11點，開始就11點半，咁係30蚊一隊，咁就其中有50%嘅款項就係要嚟做獎金啦，50%就去咗呢個基金嗰度俾啲軍人嘅基金嗰度，咁我哋要贊助下幫下呢啲軍人嘅，咁呢方面舉行呢，就係響呢個 Sutton， 即係 Sutton 就響Simcoe 嘅 Lake Simcoe 底下，我哋呢度北上啦，嗰個 Legion 嗰度，咁係21號 East Street Sutton West Ontario。講到呢度，我哋又要講翻我哋呢個多元文化飛鏢協會旨在幫助促進飛鏢作為一個運動，提拔各種飛鏢嘅選手嘅。咁關於我哋嘅飛鏢訓練課程嘅更多信息，請致電我哋嘅飛鏢導師，電話就係647-997-0808中文，或者647-718-6921英文。響多元文化飛鏢協會飛鏢冠軍創造更多冠軍，我哋地址響7號公路東650號200室列治文山。咁我哋亦都會搬嘅，好快，咁我哋就會將來再同大家宣佈嘅。Multicultural Dart Association aims to help promote darts as a sport as well as dart players in both soft tip and hard tip darts. For more information about darts training session, please call Darts Mentors at 647-997-0808 for Chinese or 647-718-6921 in English. Darts champions create champions at Multicultural Darts Association. Visit us at 650 Highway 70 East, Suite 200, Richmond Hill, Ontario. However, we will be moving shortly in November, so we will have further announcement to give you the new address when that finishes. Okay, thanks a lot once again for listening to our program. Good night.
潮玩飛鏢，
潮玩飛鏢，多謝各位。飛鏢，多謝各位。飛鏢，多謝各位。飛鏢，多謝各位。飛鏢，多謝各位。飛鏢，多謝各位。